Guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren. Good morning, everyone. This is the History Hunter. You're joining me today for a search for the World War II time frame, location and relics. Today at a very small Luftwaffe position. We're very early in the morning here, and we have to do that because there's a lot of activity around here normally. So I'm going to go to this spot and another spot a little bit later. So let's see what we can find and share some small moments with you here today. Looks like a piece of a drum barrel of some sort or kind of, yep. Container, probably used to have grease, things like that in. I found some amazing things at this small location here earlier. Never know what's gonna come up, but has been some amazing things in the ground here. That's just there used to be some repair barracks for the Luftwaffe here. I don't know what that is. Using this small sniper head from the macro racer, and the reason for that is that I've been here actually quite many times, but small items like let's have a look at this. That is small zippers from the original Luftwaffe pilots heated pilot suits. So there's so many small things here. You just have to separate them from the trash, the barbed wire leftovers, and all those small details that are still in the ground here. This also marked the outer perimeter of the Luftwaffe location, and that is what I can find a lot of. That is the German barbed wire that they used during the whole World War II time frame here, and that is everywhere. So you have to separate the iron signals from the I would like to find the higher tone signals like aluminum, aircraft parts. In the 60 region, 58, and as you can see here, a lot of building materials, and that is from the barracks that was here. Look at that. That is a cable piece with lead around it from the barracks. So you have bricks, that is from the barracks. You have tiles from the roof. So you got everything here. On the top of a rock here. What is that? Seems like it's been made. Maybe they cut out a hole through some of the... That is aluminum. It's very lightweight actually. That is aluminum. It is. That is treated aircraft aluminum. See if I can wipe off some dirt, see if there's something on it. I don't think it is. I think I found something like that earlier. Alright. Suddenly history is alive again. Look at that coupling there. If we have an aircraft part, there will be holes here in that nut, so you can lock it down. Looks very much like an aircraft fitting for me. I found many of those before, so let's check it out, see if I can clean it a little bit more and see if we can find some aircraft features on it. Yeah, just clean a little bit. There's a locking thread through that nut, and that is a proof of the importance of the connection, and that's normally only used on aircrafts. Very cool. Yes. History is willing to share very good with us today. Look at that. Very lightweight. I'm not gonna clean that before I get back, because this is very nice looking. I can already see the locking holes, so this is fitting, and it looks very nice. Oh, how great is this? We're gonna look in this area a lot because there seems to be quite a lot of small parts in here. The problem is that there is a lot of barbed wire, and I have to sift through the barbed wire first and see if I can get these beautiful high-pitched signals. Luftwaffe aircraft part right in front of us, right here. That is so special. Yippee-ki-yay! Another one, even bigger. For me, this is heaven. I really dig those very special high-tech aircraft relics, and some of them are easy to specifically dig into and research. There's a small collection of the fittings that I found out there that day. Really, really nice. These are the Luftwaffe aircraft spare parts, probably. Some of them has probably also been used on some of the fighting aircrafts during the World War II time frame, and these could have been changed because of maintenance or service interval. What I like with them particularly is that some of them are very detailed. You can see the locking thread holes going through, you can see the clean threads there, and even some of them have producer markings. There's one of the producer markings, BVK26, and it's also nice to see the anodized material, and it's even nice still today after so many years. Look at that huge cable roll. Oh, some nuts coming down. Hope that's not a crazy squirrel up there. Whole roll of well, I think it's high quality electrical cable from that time. Maybe something they used in the aircraft, who knows. And right now something so special happened. My heart is pounding. Wow. I have to share something with you here. Right here, there's a small piece. I just spotted it, and I did find something with a small piece of an eagle on here, and I'm sort of thinking, could this be another one that has got the nice quality? Oh my god! Oh crap, look at that! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? See if I can bring you down there. Look at that. I'll put you on zoom. That, my dear friends, is why I'm doing this. Look at that small detail, but that speaks volumes. 1941 with the swastika. And the FLUV stands for something like the support team for the pilots. Holy crap! This is a piece of the plate that I found out there. Cleaned out quite nicely, and here are some examples of other pieces you can find. The Luftwaffe is not that easy to find, so you have like a Kriegsmarine, you have a very special Kriegsmarine eagle there, a piece of that, and if you're very lucky you'll be able to find a complete cup like this, been found on a Kriegsmarine spot, and even things like that. And if you have a look underneath, you can see the eagle there, 1942. So this is probably a beer mug or a coffee mug. Very nice. So that is why I like with all these small pottery details. It's just small bits of history, but sometimes they can come together and join the rest of the details, and you can actually make something out of it. Look at that thing there. It says in German Oben something, in Kaiser. I think that's a tube with maybe some special lubrication for the aircraft's engines, who knows. Look at that. Schmiereffekt und kaltenbeständig. Wow, that is really German writing. So we have a tube from the Second World War, from the Luftwaffe air crews. Wow. Another aluminum thing. What are these? I can't clean them here. I have to clean them back, so maybe there are some writing on it, I don't know. Very strange. These things, I really couldn't tell what they are, but I found this piece of what I do believe is a oil cooler or oil transport hose from that time frame. I actually seen an identical piece on an aircraft in a museum with the red and yellow band there, and that was attached to some oil stuff. This one is marked with DBU25, same as this one. This one is marked with I think it's NW20. So these might go together. I'm thinking, is that a sort of a sleeve protection thing, goes out on the outside of the hose, and maybe a special clamp on this part here. This could be to stabilize the hose inside for crimping on. A crimping system would be like a hose fitting in the inside and a crimping collar that's crimped onto it. And I seen somewhere that they use these, I'm not sure what it's called. That's for a 2.4. That's also marked with a DBU 2.4. So these are probably linked together, but are definitely fittings for either engine, hydraulics, or details like that. Look at that. That's actually a piece of a blue Leuchtpatrone. You can see it here, Patrone. And down here it said 1942, but it's vanished now. I wiped it, and that's a Gebrauchdatum. It means what day or which year you have to use it before. So this is the front part of a center part. Why is it cut up? Maybe they used the aluminium. But that's really special, because that is the German language as well, so it sort of verifies what it actually is. There's that little piece of the Leuchtpatrone, and I just took out some of the other ones that I have found on different locations. So this one is a different type, like the blue one there. When they were in the aircraft, they were normally the short ones like that. Let me see if I can show you the detail of the dates. That one you can see green, over there it means green, and underneath here there's a Gebrauchsdatum, means it should be used before a specific date. And this one's been found at a very special position where the SS soldiers fought a overwhelming amount of Soviet troops. You can watch one of my videos to see that if you'd like to. So this is a very special Leuchtpatrone for me. Starting to run out of time here, look at that. I do think I can see the blackish paint from the Jumo engines. Wow, that really looks like a aircraft engine part. Wow, that's gonna be cleaned up so we can see that really good. This thing here turned out to be very interesting. I do believe it's either a thermostat or a preset pressure regulator. And the cool thing about this item here, that is, I'm pretty sure it came off a World War II aircraft engine, some of the engines that the Luftwaffe used. And let me show you a couple of details of written information that it's on there. On almost all of the Luftwaffe aircraft parts in the aircraft, there were part numbers and producers. And here you can see on the left as Hersteller Erhard. That means producer name Erhard. And on the side here you can see work number 95487. So you can see there's a lot of details here, and let's have a look at another small detail. Look at that little detail there. You see that pin or nut there? It's been sealed by a inspection seal, and I do believe it says K, and maybe it's hard, and 5 or what is it, 2 or 7. Also very, very special detail, but quite normal on the German Luftwaffe aircraft engines, and all the inspections and quality certifications these items had to go through. Well, that's about it for this time. Hope you enjoyed this little trip back in time, looking for the Luftwaffe artifacts and the Luftwaffe history. I will definitely be back in an adventure in the near future, and I have some epic material coming up from a crash site, which is very, very, very special. So look out for that when it comes. If you want to support my channel, have a look at some of my videos. I appreciate that. And if you leave a comment or a subscription, that is also highly appreciated. Really just have to say thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you later, and have a nice day.